1, 2. Oh. Hi, Mom.
Oh, that was weird.
So I wanted to bring you. My mom doesn't like stuff like this. She doesn't like to be like in the forefront. So I don't know. I just thought that it was. I thought that it was important, and I thought that based on the theme of the screening and everything, that I would bring my mom, and we talk all the time. So that we would have a conversation kind of in front of a group, an awkward kind of situation. So the first question that I want to ask you, we're kind of going to freestyle this a little bit. The first question that I want to ask you is how you first got interested in filmmaking, that story about the cinema in Trinidad.
I don't know that I got interested in filmmaking, but as a teenager in the Caribbean, but I'm from Trinidad, it was all about going to the movies. The boys would go to the westerns at 1:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and for the most part there were no women in those westerns in the audience, and the girls would go see the romance kinds of films. Saturday evening, 4:30, you couldn't go out after that. But anyway, as I grew older, I started going to a cinema called the Roxy Cinema in St. James, in Port of Spain. And it was also a theater, so other things happened there as well. But I just, started going to that cinema. And then it changed, like from the Sandra Dee, Bobby Darin love story business. Those films were quite interesting. They were, I would say, foreign films, but all the films were foreign films. But they were like British, they were French, Italian, that kind of stuff. So what it is it brought a whole other rhythm and sensibility to the idea of a movie. I saw a lot of, some of the things I remember is a film called The Pumpkin Eater. There's another one called The Singer Not the Song, with a really good actor called Dirk Bogarde. And a classic called A Man and a Woman. Really good, really good pieces. And then years ago, so now I'm in Toronto, I went to a Sunday get-together at the home of an Asian Trinidadian Canadian filmmaker, Richard Fung. I think he's at the art college now. But anyway, and there was some, not a lot of people, maybe 10 people, whatever. You talk about all kinds of stuff. And then somehow we were talking about, because of what he did or what I did, whatever, we were talking about, films and all kinds of stuff, our history with that. And it turned out that Richard Fung, myself, Will Roger, Anne-Marie Stewart, who is Francis Anne Solomon's mother. I'm trying to remember a few of the other people. But we had all gone to the same cinema. And we were all either working in or interested in or supporting filmmaking here in Canada. I just found that really strange. I had never met those people in Trinidad at the same cinema. So, anyway, I don't know if that one thing led to the other. But the coincidences, I always find that very interesting.
Can you tell us about the transition between your interest in film to coming to Canada and deciding that you wanted to start making film? Or why you thought it was important and why you were interested in doing it?
Well, just before I left Trinidad, I had been wandering around to a million jobs, but ending up in advertising. And those, just to me, that's what happened. That I saw how you make those little films, 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever. And also the process, because it was very limited what a woman would be doing at that time. You do what we called commercial. You went to school and you learned shorthand typing, whatever. You worked in an office, and that was pretty much it. Unless your parents had some money to send you to university abroad or whatever. So, where do I want to go with this? So yes, so by the time I left Trinidad, in my head, and I cannot tell you I knew how, why, or whatever, but in my head was the idea that you could make these longer pieces, 15 minutes maybe or something, for television, and you could teach the kids at school, older people, whatever, because I always wanted to be a teacher when I was a kid. Okay, that was it. I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I didn't have a clue. But anyway, so I left, and I finally came to Canada. I wanted to go to school to learn how you do all of this stuff. And so finally got that together. I went to Ryerson. Then after Ryerson, Roger went to Ryerson as well. He did a film program. I was in radio and television. And so I was looking for work after that, with the CBC and all of these places. It was impossible. And then I had helped him, in one of the years at Ryerson, it ran out of money, it was too much stress, so I started working in the media library. And he was in his 4th year. And so I worked on his film, which is The Some Black Women. By taxi, sometimes in the subway with all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's where that began, my active involvement, or that you could make things like that about your own community. I didn't so much want to be a filmmaker. It wasn't all about that and the glory. It was being, I would say, inspired by all the people I met when I came to Canada. There was a thing called the Black Education Project. And some of the things are happening again, or happening because they need to. But anyway, the Black Education Project, I met women like Marlene Green, Joy Squires, Erica Mercer, Dion Brand, and so on. That project, those people were pushing against the situation with education of the black children in the city. And because the teachers would say, well, we don't know we don't understand their language. If you went to even a great school in Trinidad, Barbados, wherever, you would come, and they would immediately put you one step back. The teachers felt they couldn't talk to the children. And this is white teachers, of course. And that understanding that the children also had to learn their language in a way, you know, the way they spoke the English language, the types of, like the context in which they would place things, you know. The fact that everything was spoken out. For instance, what they would say, well, the Jamaican kids, forget it, they didn't understand anything, they would not. It's ridiculous. And some of the simple things that they would call on or find difficult to understand was the fact that our language tends to be very like demanding. You know, I didn't grow up with somebody telling me, well, Claire, well, could you just hand me the plate, please? What I know is hand me the plate. Oh, everything was shortened as well. You said maybe the first 3 or 4 words. It was understood that everybody knew what the rest of it said. You didn't say, well, you know, you really make me angry this morning. Really? You just said, well, of X.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Can I ask you about the Black Film and Video Network?
Oh, wow, you jumped in. So what I'd like to say, just seriously, is that it was very difficult doing all of that stuff at that time in this country. It still is, but it was also very joyful. And oh.
You founded the Black Film and Video Network, yes? Oh, yeah. That's really.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can. It still wouldn't come.
So can you tell us a little bit about the importance of
Right.
founding that
This one, but
and why it needed to be founded?
what shall I say first?
Please.
That you don't, I did not found the Black Film Network. 16 people who had been meeting, well, more than 16, for a while. You know, we should talk to each other. A woman called Lana Lovell started all of that. We should talk to each other because we're having the same issues over time. It becomes obvious that if you're going to do something, you have to organize yourself. You have to understand the road ahead and not be fearful. That's the main deal, because everybody is scared. So, but the main idea behind it was that we would, as a group, obviously, just, well, in general, support the filmmakers and the work that they want to do. So what the support means, you talk to each other, you go bug people at the NFB, things like that, make them aware of what you're trying to do in the country. We started to do workshops. So wherever we were at, like I would need a workshop in maybe dramatic film production or whatever, somebody wants to move forward with writing, those kinds of things. I think the first one we did was with a guy called Charles Fuller. There's a guy called Charles Fuller. We wanted to connect to Black America. We wanted to connect we wanted to have people who were Black to come and talk with us and work with us. You can find everything else out there. And I thought that was a very powerful statement.
Who's this?
We continue. What's your problem?
Who's this guy, Charles Fuller?
Arbitrary
Who's this guy?
human
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
in the world.
Well, my name is Claire Prieto Fuller.
Okay.
I was
All right.
if
I have one last question. I know we can talk for 1,000 years. What do you think is the importance of Black people telling their own stories, and specifically young Black people?
Well, number one, I'm amazed that the discussion is about telling our own stories, because that workshop and subsequent happened in 1990, and the name of it was Telling Our Own Stories.
Wow.
So that's a long time, and more development needs to happen. And the importance of telling our own stories. So I was looking at the stuff tonight, you know, and the, number one, the style, but also it's the same thing over and over. You cannot expect somebody who is not of your culture to tell your story. It's your responsibility, for instance. And also as a citizen of any country, you're supposed to participate fully. And so part of what we need to do is always get those stories out there about ourselves. For the most part, the stories, at least when I was coming up, that was all about colonization. It was all about the British. It was all about the Sans Odie. I could sing you at least 6 Elizabethan airs. You know, that's what it was all about. And so the pushback on that, it meant that you aspired, ideally then for their purposes, to what they were, that those ideas came from them. Nobody talked to me about any African people. No. Nobody talked about any of those things. That wasn't part of your education. And so more and more you realize that, yes, it's your responsibility. And there are things that need to be out in the world about yourself. And I don't mean the egotistical self. I mean the Black African self. One of the first things we did when we came to Canada and went through that whole process, you saw pieces of the film called Home to Buxton. Small Black community in Southern Ontario. We were interested in history, but wanted to locate ourselves in the new country. And so it just seemed logical to try and find who were the Black Canadians that came before us. Not the Caribbean people, that was another group, but who was living here, and how did they get here, and what was their life about, and what was their experiences. And it was pretty tough. And so we went to try to make this film, and as part of the research to talk to people in that neck of the woods. And I remember a meeting they had with us. We had a meeting with one person. 6 people turned up, church people. And they wanted to know from us, why would some Caribbean people want to come messing in our business? What's that about? What is your connection? Why? How? Anyway, it worked out just fine, and basically the film got made. And so quite a few of the things that I had worked on beyond Prato Mactea Productions was still about history. There was a kind of fear that our elders, which I now am, it's kind of crazy, but they're dying. And we need to talk to them before they disappear, so we have these things on record. Because in doing like research for some of these projects, there was nothing. I couldn't go to the library and pick out the book and whatever. It was all, there's a proper word for it, but it was all like first hand. You had to find those people. And so it was, but it was also really exciting, because for the person or the people making the movie, you learned a whole lot of things, just emotionally as well, about how people are, how they let you be in their space, and how much respect we should have for that. So I think it's really, really important that that continues to happen in all the ways that it can. At that time, the NFB and just the way documentaries were put together, you were not in the story. You did everything to get the story told by the people that you're dealing with, who you're talking to, whatever their situations are that you're trying to deal with. You didn't put yourself in the story. Now what I see is, because of hip hop, I think, the guys are in the story. They don't shy away from it. It's, no, I'm not talking about me. These are the people. Although you still, as a filmmaker, really, you're still manipulating how it's edited, and questions asked, and sometimes there's big surprises that you get because you think you know this thing, but you don't. And you get told all kinds of versions of whatever it is, and it's quite wonderful, actually. But yes, but I really, because that's the thing, there's not just one kind of film that we have to make. I feel that strongly, always did. There's not, we don't have to always say racism in every single film we make. In some cases, that's whatever. But just by expressing your different ideas, be it comedy, be it some love story, whatever it is. And what I'm seeing as well is there's more experimental work happening. Cameron Bailey will be very happy. It's always disappointing. It was pretty straightforward. It was pretty. The rhythm was completely different. That's what I noticed tonight as well. The rhythm is this, and the last piece that I saw. It didn't seem like a logical story. It was just a combination. You got all the information. It was just a combination of different bits and pieces. I think it worked like a charm.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Say hi. Television.
Pick up the clothes.
Heatwave Shatter's 1955 record. Since 1955 it hasn't been this far. Hot enough to shatter at least 11 records by 6 p.m.
What?
1955.
So it was hot as in 1955?
It hasn't been as hot as that since. Temperature records were set yesterday in Gore Bay, Hamilton, London, Ottawa, Pearson International, Petawawa, Peterborough, Sarnia, Sudbury, Waterloo and Windsor. At Pearson, the temperature reached 36.8 degrees, breaking an old record of 35 degrees set in 1955. Hamilton 34, they were 31 before. Distinction of being the hottest spot in Ontario and Canada yesterday belongs to Windsor.
Strong, coming with my crew, so what's happening? Commercial rap, hate with a passion. METHOD, got me drinking OE all night in the MPV, just maxing, looking for, relaxing. Know that I would be time for some action.
Oh. Motherland, tables of wonder. Oh, throughout the close now, they will get funny.
Yesterday, you and the neighborhood kept us alive. We may never die. Paper planes we threw to the sky. With arms out wide, we close our eyes. Maybe we can fly. But if they pull you down, my hands reach out. And if they pull me down, my hands reach out for you. Will you be there? Will you be there? Will you be there? If you wait for the night, a phoenix painted red and white floats on flashing light. In the flame we knew, they ignite. You fell and found the pain in time will never fail to find. Still, if they pull you down, my hands reach out for you. And if they pull me down, my hands reach out for you. Will you be there? Will you be there? Will you be there? Will you be there? Hold on to me, we'll make it through. Please never leave, I'll stay with you. Hold on to me, you'll make it through. I'll never leave,
real quick, we're basically done, but I just wanted to say, if there are any filmmakers, aspiring filmmakers in the building, we have funds at Hot Dogs, specifically for racialized filmmakers. So all of this conversation, hit us up, hit me up. The Cross Currents Canada Doc Fund, that's my day job. I work on the industry team, I work on the funds team. My job is to give filmmakers money to make work, racialized filmmakers. So please, spread the word if you are a filmmaker, if you know a filmmaker. If you want to make docs, you've just seen that docs can be creative, they can be experimental. There's so much room in this form. So please hit me up and just thank you for coming. Thank you to the artists, and that's it. Good night. Thank you so much.
The brother I wanted to see.
Hey, my guy.
How you doing, man?
Good to see you. guess where I'm going tomorrow?
Where?
I'm going to that magazine shop, man.
Oh, you are finally.
Yeah, yes. Every time I made it downtown, time has run out on me and they've closed. But
Yeah, they closed pretty early. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm gonna go and indulge myself, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's in my hood, so I get to go a little bit more
Awesome.
frequently.
How have you been, though, brother?
I've been, you see me running around every now and again.
Yeah.
I mean, we all got locked down in COVID, and it was a dreadful thing, but
Yes.
we're coming back out of it.
Great, man. Well, you look good.
Yeah, we're trying to hang in there. But people like you, thank you for the inspiration and always creating culture.
Man, I miss it. Now I'm looking for people to create to inspire me.
Oh, well, they're around, right? Like, this is a nice thing to come to,
Hell yeah.
right?
I
To
know,
feel that
following
vibe.
you gives me some insight. You get to be out in the world in ways that I can't sometimes. So I love it. I'm finding out about what people are doing a lot of times just by like following you. Whether it's food or arts, and so please keep doing that. It's a conversation. Like, people create, they appreciate, they share. Someone else gets inspired. But
Yeah, we just keep building together.
Straight.
I want to get down and say hi to Claire, because I was at her knees as a kid when she was doing what she's talking about. I used to go to those Black Film and Video Network meetings because that was where anybody, pretty much all of us, this crew that was around,
Yes.
we went to whatever was going on, even if we weren't in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to go big her up.
Yes, no, please go do your thing. But very good to see you, brother.
You too.
All right, take
And
care.
how's baby?
He's great.
And wife?
He's great.
Good. Well, I hope I'll see at some point. I'll run into you with him.
I was supposed to come on Afro Fest with him this year, but he was sick.
Okay.
Going to daycare, they pick up a bug every other day. But he's stronger now. So next year, I'm definitely going to do a come see, camp see,
Yeah, because I got to see Anania's grandson. I got to see Amanda Paris' son.
Yeah.
Still have to be Kwame's and yours.
Okay.
Right?
Soon.
Danilo's I saw in there.
Yes, no, soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
All right.
All right, take
care.
brother.
Oh, the luckiest people in the world. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
I always have to big up the sister who's been forever doing what she does. Thank you so much for everything, always.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
College Toronto is
Fabulous people.
Look at you. This is a look.
Salute.
Yeah. Yes.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, hi, hi. I'm gonna go downstairs. I want to say hi to Claire before she goes. I want to say hi to Claire before she goes. You're letting them go? You don't want to go? You're not going down?
Waiting on some friends.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna document what's going on. See, Claire, just told us document.
I'm gonna complain that you probably. Okay. I'll let you know. I just want to say maybe take a look. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, see you too. Take care.
You could say hi.
Hey.
Mia Sky?
I haven't met Mia Sky, but I met her today. I'm sure I've seen her before, but I haven't met her in person. Nice to meet you. I'm Douglas.
You saw her in the big screen.
I did, yeah, in those great pants.
This
From
is
back in
Douglas.
the day?
Yes.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, really?
In the 90s?
That's
90s?
right.
Yeah.
70s, 80s. I
Well,
was
I
a
was
60s
on-
child.
Mia Sky
I wasn't
and
born in
Danilo were part of the Mirror
Program?
Project.
Yeah.
The early was 93? I think the first year was 93, 94. 94 was the year with you. And then it was like, and then it went on for a few years with you all.
And then some kids from outside the community came. And I was
Yes.
like, yeah, I should
I
probably
love
do
it.
now.
Good to meet you in person.
It's
And
very
your
nice to
daughter.
meet you. You're like some legend in my memory.
I'm what?
You're like a legend in my memory. Like,
Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Da dee da dee da dee da dee.
And you know, Kamal also worked at Davenport, right?
Listen, Courtney, you are the mentor extraordinaire, my brother.
About 10 years now, so you're taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah, man,
like that,
holy.
If a gathering.
You know, here's
when I'm here, so I want to know when you come up with your documentary.
Claire and Ian, it's inspiring me. Listen,
But
I'm working on
talking
it.
about that only today. I'm talking about.
Talking about what?
No. Because I mean, I met you outside, but I'm saying, remember the last time I saw you here?
Yeah.
Was when, was it 2 summers ago, before COVID?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, when.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah. And we haven't seen Mark for a while, right?
No, I
And
know.
you still have your camera running.
Yeah, man. Still have my camera running. Yeah. Okay, let me go and do my other thing before you say anything more.
Yes, hello.
I feel like Daniel Spectrum. No?
I would be at Native Earth.
Different places.
Yeah, very
Hey, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Tell me your name again.
Lisa.
I'm Douglas.
Douglas, yes, right.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to slowly reconnect with everybody. We've made it through.
We're still here.
We're still here. I know.
Good to see you. Sorry. We're all waiting for our turn. Yeah, I'm gonna come down and say hi. But I want to say hi to Claire first. Claire's my contemporary.
There's a lot of people. I'm gonna get going. But hold on. I'm gonna get going. Okay. There's a lot of people, but good to see you. Okay. All right. Say again?
I'm not getting going. You don't remember me. You know my name?
I know the name. You don't even notice it until.
Adam.
Douglas.
I know exactly who.
Of course I know who I am. I'll wait till you finish soon to come and say hi. Douglas.
Douglas.
Stewart. You used to hang out on
That's
everything that you all were
right.
doing. You and Roger. You know, and I always remember a story or a conversation that you had with me once about coaching your son about the importance of black relationships. And you said, it's a simple thing I said to him. Black women want your spoon. You remember that? You said that because that's how you used to talk, like how you said to that tonight. Short form. You don't need no long form to say nothing. You said, listen, it's a simple thing.
That's it.
That's all you said.
That
That's not like something you would say?
That is crazy.
Anyway, it's good to see you.
Sarah.
Thank you for your words and good to see you.
That is so wonderful. What are you up to now?
Consulting.
Oh, good.
And then doing this kind of thing. I run around and document, so you keep inspiring me to keep making things, whatever kinds of things. So this is what I do.
Yeah, okay, good.
And I taped that entire conversation because it was wonderful between you and your son.
Oh, wow. Oh, he was after me for weeks. I'm like, nah, I don't need to be all up in that mess. My time is past. You all do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Mom, the young people need to hear from you. Whatever.
It was good.
But I love the
It
guys,
was
so,
good.
you know.
It was good. Let me let other people come and get some time with you.
Oh, okay.
Let's say hi to you.
Other people who aren't your family.
I'm glad you got here.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking magical too, yo.
I always wonder what your name is.
Yeah,
What's your name?
my name is. They know me as Mindbender, but my name is Adam U. Stewart. My name is Adam U. Stewart.
S-T-E-W or S-T-U-A?
Yeah, S-T-E-W.
That's me too. I'm Douglas Stewart. S-T-E-W.
You're a W. Oh,
Yeah. Where's your family from?
Jamaica.
My family's from Jamaica.
Yo, you're a Stewart.
And we're a Stewart.
Yeah.
Stewart from where?
Yeah.
We're in
I
Jamaica.
mean, I got family all over Jamaica. My dad is in Kingston, and some of us are up in Mo Bay and like Mandeville, like all over the island.
Right.
Where's your?
Mine is in Trelawney.
Trelawney?
But you know,
No. My mom has like family in Trelawney too. I
listen,
swear.
because Anelia Stewart and D.B. Young, they're from St. Elizabeth, which is where my Stewart family was originally from. So we think we're all related. Hey, how you doing?
Nice to see you.
Huh?
We are cousins right now.
Probably. I'm sure we're family.
100% I'm feeling.
Absolutely.
So your name again?
Douglas Stewart.
Douglas Stewart.
Good job, brother.
thanks so much.
Good job. Good job.
Douglas Stewart. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mom and be like, you know,
Talk to
Douglas
her.
Stewart.
Just say Stewart family in Trelawney.
Yes, Trelawney.
I'm
Douglas.
sure.
All
yeah.
right, Douglas.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice to see you. Ian.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Beautiful. Quickly, just talk to him. I knew your mom for forever.
Yeah.
Because I was one of the contemporaries hanging out with her. But quickly, what does it feel like to interview her tonight, to talk to her tonight? What was it like to talk to her tonight?
It feels just like we talk on the phone all the time, but no one like sees it. And so tonight I just thought it would be nice for us to have a bit of a conversation on stage.
Right.
It feels just like how when we talk. It doesn't really feel any different. I knew once she kind of got over the nerves that she would be okay and she would say something that people would feel. So that's why I wanted to bring her, because she says those things to me all the time, every week for my whole life, you know. So
Beautiful, beautiful. I was reminding her of a story she told me once about a conversation with you about why it was important black on black relationships. Not that you had to have one, but why it was important.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever remember that having a conversation with her about that.
Of course.
Do you remember what she said?
Of course.
She doesn't remember. I told her, she said, "Oh, that sounds like something I would have said," but I don't remember saying it.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
I won't say it right now because it's pretty. She said it earlier. Anyway, good to see you. Beautiful people.
Thanks.
I know you're trying to get us out of here, right? And we're like, we won't leave.
That was in there. It's out already? Yeah. Everything that was shown is out. Appreciate that.
Big up yourself, brother, man.
Appreciate that.
I love the way you did your thing. It's beautiful. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you, man.
beautiful work. So
Means
keep
a lot
doing,
to me,
keep doing
for
it. Keep
much
doing
love,
it.
man, for sure.
Doing it. Sorry.
And also, you see
Yes, so
Yeah, you said you're. I'm thinking, the Claire I know is not shy. The Claire I know don't hesitate to say what she has to say, but I guess in these times you kind of step
no,
back
but
a
I
bit.
don't like when you're all hooked up and stuff. To me, I looked at all of that as part of work.
Right,
because I was never a million people person.
True.
So you learn, okay, you work, okay. I was never shy to say what I felt. I was never scared. I didn't come out of that. There's something to be said about not growing up with only white teachers in a place where they keep telling you every day they don't want you. So I see that difference, but I feel that that's getting better as well.
Yeah. And I
Pity, it's a pity that guy need to die, be murdered in the street for a whole lot of, not this, but a whole lot, you would know. The funding, the people working in different places, that was a bitch.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that takes us. But I think we need to, that's something because I totally forgot to say. I always say that.
Yeah.
It's not like it wasn't happening and a million people weren't working. Oh, wow. How are you?
We gotta move.
Good to see
They're
you.
moving us. Oh, it's Anne-Marie. How are you?
Rosemary, yes.
Rosemary, sorry.
Good to
nice
see
to see
you.
you.
Yes, a photo. My photo. Would you mind terribly?
Oh, sure.
So I had to come just for you. Never mind. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
You know what, Roger? Why don't you take the photo? Because it'll be easier if you.
To take
Yeah,
take
of them
both
too. Yeah, them too.
Of those two?
There's a lot of old
I can
man.
actually Photoshop her, and I have a couple of hers. Okay. So, okay.
No, you're just pressing that white button.
Yeah, no, but this was covering it here.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So, and you'll take one of me and Claire and Mike. Fantastic.
Rosemary's.
And you'll give me one of what you're getting?
Yes, I'll give you
You
whatever.
can take one for me with Claire.
Okay.
Yeah, let Rosemary take it. Let's go outside and take it outside so that she can close up. Yeah, less stress.
Sorry.
I know it's probably it's always a thing, right?
That's right. Just in case.
Thank you. Great.
What's coming?
I enjoyed the film. Enjoyed the interview.
Thank you.
And it was nice to
I think I have some immunization. I have some immunity left. I've been in all kinds of crowds, so that's true.
For me.
Beautiful work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I made
These lovely people. Love the head, man. The hair is stunning. Beautiful. Zagazel. Complex. Brother man. Hey, how are you? Good, good, good. You too, yeah. Hey, how are you?
David.
The other David.
The other David. Hey. How you be? Junior. I'm well.
Beautiful. Love it.
Did you have a good time? It's good. I know you're an artist. What did I do too? I wouldn't feel the whole color. I blend intensity.
Where's P? Huh? It's got to be in my video.
No, I said Douglas is doing his video. You started to run.
Can't hide from me.
His name is Orlando.
Orlando, not P, not Patrice.
There's no one that calls.
No Haitian. Love that coat. Your look. Oh, both your looks.
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you so much.
Looks.
You know I'm very sleeping. Yes. I talked to her. I ran into. Is it Peter? Yeah. Well, we're talking about the same person. Yes. He's an OCAD now. Yeah, and he's part of. Right away.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Bye.
Oh, nope. Oh, I'm gonna say hi to Claire again.
All right.
Take care, brother.
Thank you very much. That was fabulous. Hi! Oh my God!
So this is a stunning moment with mother and son, and I love that beautiful footage of your birth because I knew you then when you were pregnant with him, right? But something else clear that you said a long time ago, just in our casual conversation, like we're running to each other, and you said, you know, my son and his generation, they're just doing it.
Yeah.
They're just doing it.
Yeah.
They're not waiting on anybody. They're not trying to find handouts. So you were saying it into the, as they say, manifesting it. And here he is.
Into the ether.
Beautiful. Anyway.
It's a good thing. It's what's supposed to happen.
Thank you both. Have a good night. Bye. Hey, Kemba.
Hi, how are you?
What? How are you doing?
Mwah. So
Take care.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll talk.
All right.
You know what's nice for me? It's cold.
It's freezing.
No, this is nice to me.
But you like it a little crisp and fresh.
I find it nice. No, I'm like, no, this is just way too cold.
I love the two extremes, the two poles.
It's like,
Nice? No.
nice.
Come on.
It's too cold.
Have a good night.
Likewise. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago.
All right, I'm heading to my yard. Good night, gentlemen.
Are you done?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Some sweet moments with her and oh, look at this beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Have a good
Have a good
night.
night.
That's sweet. This is sweet. Hey, this is sweet too. Orlando, can you look at my camera, please? Like, why are you fighting me? Why are you resisting me? No, post me up on my photo now. Go on, go.
Oh, wait, my glasses. Oh my gosh.
Any teeth? May I get any teeth?
I used to love that place.
Lovely. All right, I'm gone.
All right. Good to see you.
Nice to hang out
Nice
with you.
meeting you.